J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb and the complex legacy of a brilliant mind. Julius Robert Oppenheimer, renowned as J. Robert Oppenheimer, was an American physicist whose intellect and leadership played a pivotal role in the development of the atomic bomb during World War II. His contributions to science and his leadership in the Manhattan Project have left an indelible mark on human history, reshaping the course of warfare and geopolitical dynamics forever. However, Oppenheimer's life and career were not without controversy and challenges, reflecting the ethical dilemmas that often accompany groundbreaking scientific discoveries. Early life and education. Born on April 22, 1904, in New York City, Oppenheimer hailed from a well-to-do Jewish family. His father, Julius Oppenheimer, was a successful German immigrant who found prosperity as a textile importer, while his mother, Ella Friedman, was an artist. From a young age, Oppenheimer demonstrated extraordinary intellectual capabilities, curiosity, and a passion for learning. He attended the Ethical Culture School in New York City, an institution that promoted intellectual and ethical exploration, nurturing his inquisitive mind. After completing his secondary education, Oppenheimer enrolled at Harvard University in 1922. During his time at Harvard, he excelled academically, pursuing studies in chemistry while immersing himself in literature, languages, and philosophy. Graduating summa cum laude in 1925, he embarked on a journey to Europe to conduct research at renowned institutions such as the University of Cambridge and the University of Göttingen. These experiences broadened his scientific horizons and exposed him to the luminaries of the European scientific community. Upon returning to the United States, Oppenheimer pursued a PhD in physics at the prestigious California Institute of Technology, Caltech. There, he engaged in research that delved into quantum mechanics and the nature of cosmic rays, producing several influential papers that garnered attention within the scientific community. Scientific career and achievements. Oppenheimer's academic brilliance and research accomplishments led him to be appointed as a professor of physics at the University of California, Berkeley, in 1939. By this time, the world was on the cusp of a revolutionary scientific breakthrough, the discovery of nuclear fission and its potential for generating unprecedented energy. The outbreak of World War II heightened awareness of the military applications of nuclear fission. Recognizing Oppenheimer's exceptional intellect and organizational skills, the United States government selected him to lead the ambitious Manhattan Project in 1942. The mission was to develop an atomic bomb before Nazi Germany or any other adversarial power could do so. The Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer assumed the directorship of the Los Alamos Laboratory in New Mexico, the nerve center of the Manhattan Project. There, he assembled a team of some of the most brilliant scientists of the time, creating a collaborative environment that thrived on intellectual exchange and innovation. Among his esteemed colleagues were Richard Feynman, Niels Bohr, Enrico Fermi, and many other luminaries. Overcoming countless scientific and engineering challenges, the team worked relentlessly to unlock the secrets of atomic fission and harness its immense power for military purposes. After years of research, development, and testing, the first successful detonation of an atomic bomb occurred on July 16, 1945, during the Trinity test in the New Mexico desert. This event marked a turning point in history, ushering in the atomic age and forever changing the nature of warfare. Ethical dilemmas and aftermath. The use of the atomic bomb on civilian populations in Japan remains one of the most contentious decisions in history. In August 1945, the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, leading to the loss of tens of thousands of lives and hastening the end of World War II. Oppenheimer, like many scientists involved in the project, struggled with the moral implications of the bomb's use. In the post-war years, he became an advocate for international control of nuclear weapons and peaceful applications of atomic energy. However, his political views and associations with leftist intellectuals during the Red Scare era resulted in suspicions about his loyalty to the United States. The Oppenheimer hearings. In 1954, Oppenheimer's security clearance was revoked, and he faced a series of contentious hearings to determine his loyalty and potential communist sympathies. The proceedings were emotionally taxing for Oppenheimer, and his reputation suffered as a result. Despite protests from the scientific community, he was never fully reinstated to his former role in government scientific work. Later years and legacy. Following the tumultuous period of the security hearings, Oppenheimer shifted his focus back to academia. He assumed the directorship of the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, a prestigious academic institution, where he continued his research and mentored a new generation of scientists. J. Robert Oppenheimer passed away on February 18, 1967, leaving behind a complex and multifaceted legacy. His brilliance as a physicist and visionary leader during the Manhattan Project remains undeniable, but his story also serves as a reminder of the profound ethical questions that accompany scientific advancements with far-reaching consequences. In conclusion, J. Robert Oppenheimer's life embodies the complex interplay between scientific pursuit, ethical considerations, and the responsibilities that come with knowledge and power. The atomic bomb's creation, while a testament to human ingenuity, also serves as a somber reminder of the importance of moral reflection and global cooperation in the face of technological breakthroughs that can shape the course of human civilization. Continuing Oppenheimer's legacy, reflection and responsibility. In the decades since J. Robert Oppenheimer's passing, his legacy has continued to spark discussions about the role of scientists in society, the ethical implications of scientific discoveries, and the responsible use of technology. The atomic bomb's devastating power brought humanity face to face with the potential for unparalleled destruction, prompting a re-evaluation of the moral responsibilities of scientists and policymakers alike. Nuclear proliferation and arms control. The use of atomic bombs in World War II set off an arms race among nations seeking to acquire nuclear capabilities. The emergence of the United States and the Soviet Union as nuclear superpowers during the Cold War heightened global tensions and fears of nuclear annihilation. The proliferation of nuclear weapons and their potential use in conflicts raised urgent questions about how to prevent catastrophic nuclear warfare. Oppenheimer's advocacy for international control of nuclear weapons found resonance in arms control initiatives and the establishment of the United Nations. The Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, which entered into force in 1970, aimed to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons and promote disarmament. Though challenges persist, the NPT remains a significant step toward global efforts to curb the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Nuclear energy and peaceful applications. While the atomic bomb's creation was born from the crucible of war, Oppenheimer and other scientists recognized the potential of nuclear energy for peaceful purposes. The development of nuclear power promised a source of abundant and clean energy, seemingly holding the key to solving the world's energy needs. Oppenheimer's vision for the peaceful use of atomic energy materialized in the form of civilian nuclear power plants. Throughout the latter half of the 20th century, nuclear power became an essential part of the energy mix for many countries. However, safety concerns, nuclear accidents like Chernobyl and Fukushima, and the challenge of nuclear waste disposal raised public apprehensions about this form of energy. The responsibility of scientists. The legacy of J. Robert Oppenheimer has compelled scientists and researchers to ponder their responsibilities in developing new technologies. The complex relationship between science and society, and the potential consequences of scientific advancements, cannot be ignored. As we move forward, scientists face the challenge of balancing their quest for knowledge with the ethical implications of their work. The notion of responsible science has gained traction, emphasizing the need for scientists to consider the societal impact of their research and to engage in open dialogues with policymakers and the public. Ethical considerations, transparency, and responsible communication are vital aspects of the scientific enterprise, ensuring that knowledge is applied for the betterment of humanity. Historical reflections and lessons. J. Robert Oppenheimer's life serves as a historical reminder of the complexity of human endeavors and the ethical dilemmas inherent in scientific exploration. The Manhattan Project stands as both an astonishing technological achievement and a stark testament to the destructive power humans can unleash upon one another. Looking back on Oppenheimer's story, we can draw essential lessons for the future. First, the ethical implications of scientific discoveries must be confronted head-on. Scientists, policymakers, and the public must engage in honest, informed discussions to ensure that the fruits of scientific inquiry benefit humanity rather than harm it. Second, fostering an environment of international cooperation and diplomacy is crucial. Nuclear disarmament and arms control efforts are essential to reducing the risk of nuclear conflict. Diplomacy and collaboration can help address global challenges, from climate change to pandemic preparedness. Finally, as technology continues to advance rapidly, a strong foundation of ethical principles should guide innovation. Technological breakthroughs, such as artificial intelligence and genetic engineering, demand thoughtful consideration of their potential consequences and ethical use. In conclusion, J. Robert Oppenheimer's life and work offer us a profound lesson in the intricacies of science, human nature, and the power of knowledge. As we navigate an ever-changing world, we must remember the ethical responsibilities we carry, for science and technology can shape our destiny like never before. By drawing from the past, we can forge a future that is grounded in wisdom, compassion, and a shared commitment to the well-being of all humanity.